What's up guys, and welcome back to another video here on B-Mills Wrestling. For today's video, I have a bit of a different one for you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys my entire WWE action figure collection. I haven't actually collected any WWE action figures since about 2016, 2017, and these were just the toys that I played with, so they're all out of the box. Before we get into the video, if you guys are not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss any new videos. And don't forget to leave a like down below. Alright guys, let's get into this video. To kick things off, the first wrestler we're going to pull is an Alberto Del Rio. I think this is one of two Alberto Del Rios that I own. I think the other one is busted up. I wonder if it's in this box. It might be in the trash. I don't know. But as you can see, he's got the gold on. Pretty solid figure. It's not an elite. It's a basic. But definitely one of Del Rio's better attires with the all gold. So I do like that. Moving on to our next guy, we have a Sami Zayn. This is OG Sami Zayn when he just got to the main roster. No long hair on him, obviously. I think this was one of the last figures that I bought because, like I said, 2016-17, I think was the last time I actually bought wrestlers. I think Sami Zayn was in that bunch. But yeah, solid one. Just the OG Sami Zayn gear. Like I said, the short hair. Definitely a solid figure. Moving on, we've got the Curtis Axel. What a pull. I mean, how many people do you know that have a Curtis Axel figure? I don't know. I'm not even sure why I have them. I think back in the day, I just bought everybody's figure. I wanted literally everybody on the main roster, including Curtis Axel. Nothing too special about this. Probably worth absolutely nothing, but hey, it's Curtis Axel. Things going to the All-American Jack Swagger. I do think this is the only Jack Swagger that I own. I think this was, yeah, he has the beard on. So this was after he was World Heavyweight Champion. But once again, nothing crazy. Not an elite. Probably not worth anything. Just a Jack Swagger action figure. Here we go. Next one, we have Kevin Owens. This, just like Sami Zayn, this is when Kevin Owens just got called up to the main roster. This is the OG attire with the gray and white, super clean. It is a basic. It's not elite. We haven't gotten into the elites yet. I do have plenty of elites, but a very solid Kevin Owens figure. Wondering, like, comment down below if any of these are worth anything, because I literally have no idea. Moving on, this is an absolute pull. Justin Gabriel. Comment down below if you guys remember Justin Gabriel. Dude was the OG high flyer of WWE. Just didn't get booked for anything, unfortunately. Was in the Nexus group, but definitely a solid figure. Got the gray on. But yeah, like I said before, I literally just have like everybody from the PG era. Like when I started watching wrestling in 2010, I probably have like every wrestler, even the ones that were barely on TV. Moving on to a tag team guy, we've got Darren Young, part of the Primetime Players, got the blue on. I definitely, obviously, also have Titus O'Neil. I think this is also the only Darren Young that I have. I think I only bought one Primetime Players pack or whatever. A little loose right here, though, but a solid figure. I used to actually really like the Primetime Players, one of my favorite tag teams of all time. Go to the next figure. We have Randy Orton with a shirt on that says RKO. So this is one of the shirts that literally is obviously like just on there. It's not a removable shirt. It's literally just printed on to his body. A solid figure though. I believe that's good. If you guys can see that, that's gray. Not bad though. Not a bad figure. A little marked up on the face. He had more hair in this one. So definitely probably like 2013 Orton, but solid figure. Moving on, we have Heath Slater. Now, I'm not seeing a Nexus band, so I guess this was after Nexus. This might have been 3MB, but I know he switched to Pants, I think 3MB, so this might have been, I don't know, this was early Heath Slater. Like I said, I literally collected like everybody from that era. I also have like a Jinder Mahal as well that we'll probably get to, but a solid Heath Slater. I don't even remember this attire, to be honest with you, but not a bad figure, not a bad figure. Moving on, oh, we have the other Primetime Player. He was right with Darren Young. That's Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil, one of the funnier WWE superstars. Like I said, it's obviously the same matching outfit as Darren Young. Obviously, they came in the same pack. Solid figure. We have one half of J&J Security. That's Jamie Noble. If you guys remember, J&J Security used to run around with Seth Rollins when he held the Money in the Bank briefcase back in 2015. So that's pretty funny that I bought this. I know I have the other guy. Oh, he's right here, actually. Yeah, mine as well. 2-for-1 special. There's J&J Security for you guys. I actually, fun fact about these guys, I don't even know if they ever made like Michael Cole figures or anybody on the announce team, but since these guys wore suits, I would put them at the announce table that I used to have and just have them act like they were announcing my matches. Just a fun fact for you guys. Okay, moving on, we have Mohawk Sheamus. That terrible, atrocious haircut that he used to run around with. This was obviously when he turned heel and then became Mr. Money in the Bank as well. Became WWE Champion, cashed out on Roman Reigns, if you guys remember that. Also, obviously, formed that amazing tag team with Cesaro. So that was a pretty memorable era of the Mohawk Sheamus. I know I definitely have more than that, obviously. I probably have 4 Sheamuses, something like that. We're gonna figure that out. At the end of the video, I do want to do a little bit of a tally of how many of each wrestler I do have. I'm going to assume CM Punk and John Cena are 1 and 2. I have so many Punks and so many Cenas. But let's move on. Vince McMahon in ring action, no suit. This is when he shook the hand of Stone Cold when Stone Cold turned heel at WrestleMania. I don't think I've actually I don't recall ever using Vince McMahon. Like, when I used to play with these, I don't remember ever using Vince. Maybe I did. But he's a little twisty. He's a little messed up, but that's all right. Definitely the only Vince McMahon that I own. Okay, we have our first Elite here, and that is The Rock. Now, this is The Rock when he returned to WWE to face John Cena at WrestleMania. I'm not sure, it's got the gold. I'm not sure what match that was, because I don't think he rocked this in the match against Cena at WrestleMania 28. Comment down below if you guys know what match this is from, the gold attire. Pretty sick figure, though. Okay, here we go. We got our Jinder Mahal. I told you guys earlier when I was showing you Heath Slater that we had a Jinder Mahal. Got the pink and blue on. This was obviously OG Jinder Mahal, not the Jinder Mahal that was WWE Champion, and not the Jinder Mahal that we recently saw before he was out of WWE. Not a bad figure, though. I actually, fun fact, I do not own a Drew McIntyre. I have Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal. I don't think that they came together. I think I got these separate because I don't think this was when Jinder was in the 3MB. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think him and Heath came together, because I think if him and Heath came together, Drew would also be in the back. I don't own a Drew McIntyre, so I think that's interesting. Next figure, we have a Cesaro, white and yellow. You guys are going to have to comment down below what, like, PLEs or pay-per-views back then that these attires were used on, because I probably couldn't name you a lot of them. I do have more than one Cesaro figure. I think the other one I have was when he came to the main roster and he wore the red attire. But this one's not bad, though. I like the white and yellow. I think it's a good mix. Oh, it is time to believe, guys. Believe right on the butt. This was obviously when Bo Dallas first came up to WWE, to the main roster. You guys, you have to remember the winning streak that he was on. He wouldn't lose. I actually saw one of his matches during that winning streak. But this was a pretty funny era of Bo Dallas. Obviously, it never amounted to anything because nobody really cared for him. I thought the gimmick was kind of funny, but it just slowly died, and then Bo Dallas just wasn't relevant. But not a bad figure, though. This is an Elite, if you guys can see. I like the white and red. I think it's clean. Pretty solid figure. Moving on, we have our first CM Punk. This is the first of many that we're going to see. Take a look at it. This is the blue, red, and white. This is so fire. This is an awesome attire, in my opinion. Once again, you guys got to comment when he rocked this, but I always was a fan of the 3 stars on the boots. I liked when he had the black shin guards as well, the black boots. I thought that was cool. Then he had the 2 stars in the middle. He would always switch it up. I always preferred the 3 stars. This is an elite as well. It's just very clean, like a very clean figure with a clean attire. Just really can't go wrong with that. But we're going to see how many CM Punks we have, because I'm telling you, we might have 10 CM Punks. That's not an exaggeration. Moving on, we have Wade Barrett when he was in the Nexus. You guys can see that. This is actually the only Wade Barrett that I own. I don't have Bad News Barrett. I don't have any Wade Barretts after this, after the Nexus. This is a basic. He's very twisty, so definitely banged up a little bit. Hair's a little decolored as well, but definitely a solid figure. I used to like Wade Barrett back in the day, when he would feud with like Cena and Randy Orton. I thought those were 2 of his better feuds, but a solid Wade Barrett figure. Nothing too fancy. It's just black trunks with nothing on them, but a classic. Damien Sandow with the pink attire with the purple knee pads. Damien Sandow, I mean, he was super over when he came to WWE. Talk about Rhodes Scholars, Mizdow. He was Mr. Money in the Bank for crying out loud, and obviously failed his cash in on Cena. But this is such a solid figure. I remember being so happy to get Sandow back in the day. I remember just begging my mom to go to the store to get this Damien Sandow. But very solid figure. Moving on, we have Fandango with the purple and blue attire. I think this is the only Fandango that I own, but nothing too much to say. He is a little bit of a twisty that just shows that they're banged up a little bit, but not a bad figure. Oh yeah, here we go. I actually didn't know I had a Rusev. There's OG Rusev with the long hair. Obviously, the Bulgarian Brute. He is an elite figure as well. The elites are better. Not sure if this is rare or anything. This was obviously when he came to WWE. This was before like Rusev Day and all that stuff. This was like peak Rusev when he was feuding with John Cena for the US title. Not a bad figure. Okay. A little 2 for 1 because I see both of them. We got another tag team. It's the Usos with the face paint. Jimmy and Jay. Could not tell you who is who though. Obviously this is when they looked very identical. Now you can easily tell the difference. This was, like, I used to love face paint Usos. I thought that was really fun as a kid, but this was my favorite attire. The yellow and the blue I thought was so clean. This actually came with, I don't know if it's going to be in here, but it came with a surfboard. I remember definitely just some good figures. Like I don't have the new Usos. Like I said, like I stopped buying figures after like 2016. So this is the only pair of Usos that I have. But I really do like the yellow. That is probably my favorite attire from that era. All right. Oh my God. Is that Mason Ryan? Yeah, it is. Mason Ryan. I had to take a minute to figure out who that was. His arm is all messed up, but I don't think I could tell you one Mason Ryan match that I watched. But I have his figure. This just goes to show that I bought literally everybody back in the day. Oh yeah. Here is our former WWE champion, Stardust. I actually didn't even remember that I bought a Stardust figure. This is obviously Cody Rhodes, the Stardust gimmick that he used to have. I mean, hey, solid figure. I don't think I have a Goldust. I'm not like 100% sure on that, but I don't think I have Goldust. So this must have just been a solo pack of Stardust, not with Goldust. But like I said, super solid. Funny enough, I think I have one more Cody Rhodes figure. I have Stardust, and then I have On-Dashing Cody Rhodes. I don't have anything else. Okay. Here he is. On-Dashing Cody Rhodes. I don't even know. What does that say? Yeah, it just says dashing. There you go. That knee pad, that blue knee pad is not supposed to be on him, just so you guys know. This did come with a mask that I sadly don't own anymore. I don't know where that is. When things are so little, you just lose them. But this definitely came with a mask. Funny story about this. I actually was just like looking in my mom's closet for like birthday presents, like a couple months before my birthday, and I found this and I just took it. I don't know why, I just have that vivid memory. But moving on, we have Brock Lesnar with the all black trunks on. None of the sponsors on the shorts, as you guys can see, just his logo. I think I have 3 Brock Lesnars. I think one of them is like an OG Brock Lesnar with the trunks, and I think the other one's the black and red trunks when he, or not trunks, black and red shorts when he came back to WWE to feud with Cena. But this is a very solid Brock. Alright. Oh, first John Cena that we have pulled. The navy blue armbands with the khaki shorts. Definitely one of my favorite eras of John Cena. This was in 2012, I believe. I just remember the main storyline when he was rocking this was with Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee. His knees are just swinging around. I don't know if you guys can see what is going on with that. But yeah, not a bad John Cena. I definitely have better ones though. I think I have a few elite John Cenas. Here we go. Another CM Punk. This is actually the same attire, but this one is with the black boots, and then this is like OG Punk haircut, like the slick back with the normal beard. This one's like the short hair with like the Wolverine type beard that he was going with. This was, I think, actually what he was rocking when Brock Lesnar came out to challenge him. That was one of his last feuds in WWE. That was an awesome SummerSlam match. Because I literally just saw that video on my TikTok earlier today. That's why I knew that. Here you go. The Dead Man, The Undertaker. Not bad at all. What WrestleMania was this from? He's got the short hair. I think this was when he took on Triple H. I think this was WrestleMania 28. Comment if I'm wrong on that. I think this is WrestleMania 28, but this is a solid figure. Okay. Batista. We have a Batista figure here. I think this was when he came back to the WWE in 2014, won the Royal Rumble. I don't have the Blue Batista figure, so don't ask me that, but not a bad figure at all. I think it's the only Batista that I have. Okay. Ooh. John Cena, I don't know. Okay. Why is his feet just so I don't know, but he's got the blue one. I think this was 2015. John Cena. This was U.S. title Cena with the black shorts when he was putting on those bangers in 2015. Not a bad John Cena. Okay. We got a Triple H. I don't know why he's wearing this jacket. This is not part of it. But okay. This is short hair trips. Obviously, as you can see, this is probably like 2014, 15 Triple H. Whenever he was feuding with like Roman Reigns. I'm not sure what attire that is from. Probably like a WrestleMania or something. But cool figure. Oh my. I'm just seeing a bunch of John Cenas in here. Here you go. We got red John Cena. Not bad. With there's like light blue jean shorts. So red John Cena, I think that was 2011. I might be wrong on that. Maybe it was 2010 or 2011. I don't know. But we're just gonna move into all of the John Cenas. We have our first elite John Cena with the neon green. As you guys can see, it is an elite. It's so hard to like track the years where he wore these because the guy had like 3 attires a year. I feel like every couple months. Light green. I honestly don't remember what year that was. You guys can comment down below. Keep moving into John Cena's. This is dark green Cena. This was 2012. This was the color he wore against The Rock at WrestleMania. Also against Brock Lesnar at Extreme Rules. Pretty memorable matches with the dark green. I loved the green. The green was might be my favorite of all time. Dude, we're just pulling Cenas. Here we go. Another John Cena. This is with the camouflage jewels. And then he's got the black armbands. This was I think it was 2012 as well. I'm pretty sure. It could have been 2011, maybe. But I remember him wearing this when he feuded with Kane. This was like the black Rise Above Hate shirt. The hat was super clean. I remember liking the hat. But pretty cool John Cena. Different from like all like the jewelry. Something different. But moving on. Oh, we have our first female wrestler. I don't have that many female wrestlers because the Divas, there wasn't that many of them back in the day, especially like that they sold. So here is AJ Lee. I actually do have two AJ Lees. We'll probably find the other one soon, but she was my favorite female wrestler during the Divas era. 1000% solid one though. Not another one. Oh yeah, this is the other AJ Lee right here. Not a bad one as well. I think this was before. Yeah, I think I got this one first. I think the other one was like 2014-ish, before she like left. And then I think this one was like early AJ Lee, probably like 2011, 2012-ish. Not a bad figure. Well, here's her husband again, CM Punk. Another Punk figure with the like red and green yellowish. Also has the Wolverine cut in this one as well. It's funny, like every different like Punk figure I have like has like one of his different haircuts. I know I have one that has like the Buzz CM Punk. Oh, there we go. We have, okay, I'm just gonna pull them all out because they're, oh, there we go. We have, okay, I'm just gonna pull them all out because they're right with each other. We have all of the members of the Shield. Dean, Roman, and Seth Rollins. This was obviously in a pack. Super cool. I definitely have probably at least 3 Romans. Probably, I think I have a couple Seths, and I think I have 3 Deans. I don't know, we're gonna figure that out. But this was the OG one where all of them are wearing the black vest. Pretty cool. Here you go. Here's another Seth Rollins. The blonde strip, you see, that is like, I don't know what that's from, his attire in this one. I think this was like right after he left the Shield, when he turned on them, I'm assuming, in 2014, I'm pretty sure. Move on. Oh, here we go. I told you guys earlier that I had another Cesaro, the red one. This was like OG Cesaro, like when he first came to WWE. His introduction to WWE was cool. He won the US title like immediately. His theme song was pretty cool. And he's got the pads above the knees. I always thought that was weird. Gotta move on. Alright, I don't think the Flash is a WWE wrestler. Alright, well, we have a Big E. The black and gold. This was super fun. I loved this attire from the New Day. I'm trying to look in here to see if I can see. Okay, I see Kofi. These are elites too, by the way. So there's an elite Kofi as well. The black and gold is super clean. I don't know if Xavier's in here. I'm not seeing Xavier right now. If we find him, we find him. But black and gold, super clean. And they're elites. Just great overall. I know I have more New Days. I'm literally looking at them right now. Here's a couple more Kofi Kingstons for you guys. This was the OG attire. Or no, actually, was it this? I think this was the first one they wore together. They said they didn't like the blue that they were wearing. I think it's pretty cool though. This one was my favorite though. Attire from them was the light blue and the pink. Absolutely loved that. Couple of Kofis. They're basics though. Oh, wow. We are just, okay. I'm seeing like literally every Kofi Kingston now. Now that I pull them. Yeah. Here's another one. Here's the pants Kofi. When he made that, everyone was making that transition, going from trunks to pants, but he's got the black and green. Actually super clean, if I'm being honest. I do really like that. Nice detail as well. And then we have the blue and yellow Kofi. This was like OG Kofi. Like this was probably 2012. Got the boom on the back too. This is a pretty sick figure. I'm talking about how I have so many John Cena's and CM Punks. I honestly might have more Kofi Kingston because there's 2 more. Oh wow. Yeah, we're gonna go to this one first. This is the yellow and black one. Also super fire. I really do like this one. I like my Kofis, man. R.I.P. Dude does not have hands anymore. But this is one of the ones, it's not even a basic, like you can't bend him forward. It's one of the ones that literally, it doesn't even do it anymore. He's supposed to snap. Like, look at that. Yeah. I don't know what those were called. Comment down below if you guys remember what those are called. I do have a few of these. that did that, but yeah, this was my first Kofi Kingston, 100%. Oh yeah, here we go. Was waiting till we got to Rey Mysterio. This is the white fit, pretty clean. I did own quite a few Reys. I know I have Batman Rey in here as well. That's my favorite Rey Mysterio. I'm not sure where he is in this box, but the white one is pretty cool though. Oh, I did have another Seth Rollins. I thought I only had two. This one is like the gold. This is 2015 Rollins, right? Yeah. That's pretty cool though. I mean, I'm so bad at putting that to the camera, but 3 Seth Rollins is Rollins. I don't know why I said Rollins is. Okay. Brock Lesnar, another one. I told you I had the black and red. There's actually literally nothing on these. It's just black and red. One side's black. Kind of looks like Samoa Joe. But this was 2012 Brock when he came back to feud with John Cena. Ooh. Yes. There you go. Bret Hart inspired CM Punk gear. The pink. It's just so clean. Like, you can't get better than that. This is one of his best attires of all time. You might think that this actually is his best attire, and you wouldn't be wrong in saying that. Super freaking clean. Even if it's a basic. Oh yeah. We have Y2J. The purple and blue. Kind of similar to that Fandango I showed you guys. Similar colorway. But it literally says Y2J 2013 on the trunks. I was trying to figure out what year this is from. 2013. I do have another Chris Jericho in here somewhere, but this one's the better one. Oh, here you go. There's the Batman Rey that I was just talking about. This, by far, I think my favorite attire from him of all time. I mean, it's just, you really can't get better than that. He did do, like, I'm pretty sure he did the Flash as well. And he did the Joker. Like, he's had so many cool ones. But just, like, absolute go. Okay, stay on the path of luchadors. We have a Sin Cara. The white and gold is very clean, and this is an elite as well, if you guys can see. I think I have 2 or 3 Sin Caras, believe it or not. I did think Sin Cara was kind of cool back in the day. I know a lot of people shit on him for not being able to wrestle and botching a lot, but that's a cool Sin Cara. Oh, Tensai. Wow, this is a pull, right? I mean, this is obviously a restructured character. A guy that was already in WWE and then got a character change. Everybody knew it was him though. They gave him this Japanese gimmick. I actually didn't know who he was before that. So when he debuted and he was like just like beating the crap out of John Cena every week, blowing green mist into his face, I was genuinely terrified of this man. He had me going. His entrance was pretty scary too. Oh yeah. Where's Lil Jimmy? We got R-Truth. Yes. With the white pants, Lil Jimmy on the butt, R-Truth on the front. Pretty clean figure. I do think I have the R-Truth from 2011 when he was a heel and they got like arrested and kicked out of the company. I don't know. That whole gimmick with, or that whole storyline with John Cena and The Rock. But this is Lil Jimmy Truth. This is Happy Truth. Oh, wow. Here we go. We got Kane. This is like Kofi Kingston. This is the one that, it's not an elite because the legs, you can't move them, and the arms you can't move. But this is a pretty cool Kane. This was probably, like, any figures like this were probably, like, my first WWE figures. Because I think these were, like, before basics. Wow. Brodus Clay. Are you kidding me? With the red. I'm pretty sure this is like when he came to WWE. Like this is probably his first attire, if I'm remembering that correctly. But he's very banged up. He's got a lot of marks on him. I must have used Brodus a lot, but that is funny. Oh yeah. We have Daniel Bryan. This is, I don't know what year this is. I feel like he was always rocking the black and red. It's an elite though, so like this is fire. Like I like this Daniel Bryan. I do have more than one Daniel Bryan. I actually have like a really young like NXT Daniel Bryan as well in here. Let's see. I can't see it right now, but this is probably 2013, 14 Daniel. Oh yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Zack Ryder with the blue. You see the license plate, the New York license plate on the front. This is actually a clean figure. I'm not gonna lie, I really do like the blue and orange. I guess that's like Knicks inspired, maybe. I could be wrong, but definitely a cool figure. I think I have one more Zack Ryder. I think I have his purple, which he was known for wearing. But okay, Luke Harper, R.I.P. to Luke Harper. Solid figure. I did have all of the Wyatts. I never had a Braun Strowman, but I had Bray Wyatt, Rowan, and Luke Harper. So this is just one of them right there. Here we go. Eric Rowan is right here. Not a bad figure. There you go. This is what I was talking about. This is like NXT Daniel Bryan. Comment if this is worth anything, because I feel like this is like a figure you would not be able to find. It's an elite, and it's literally like Daniel Bryan from like 2010. Pretty cool figure though. There's my other Chris Jericho. Told you guys it was somewhere in here. This I actually got in like when I was down the shore. I think I was on vacation, and I got it in like a little mini mart or something. Like, I don't even remember, but I couldn't tell you where he rocked that attire. But this was a pull. This Chris Jericho. Another Big E as well. The blue. I showed you guys the blue Kofi Kingston. This is just the blue Big E as well. Yeah, another Kane here. This is the Big Red Monster Kane. This is when he came back to WWE in 2011 to come after John Cena. Pretty cool figure though. Oh yeah. We got Ryback. He's very twisty. He's messed up, but the white and black is cool. I think I have one or two more Rybacks in here as well. I was a Ryback guy back in the day when he debuted in WWE as Ryback. I know he was in NXT or in the Nexus before, but here's another Sheamus. This is like OG Sheamus, right? Like 2012, 2011 Sheamus, King of the Ring Sheamus. He's got just the dark green and black. Like that's OG Sheamus for you. There you go. Told you I had more Sin Caras. Here's the red Sin Cara. Pretty solid figure. This one's not an elite like the other one, but I like the red. Good touch. And here's one I forgot I had. Neville. With the purple. Neville was super freaking cool when he came to WWE. He, like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, was probably one of the last WWE figures that I bought because he was involved in that era when all those NXT guys were getting called up. Super cool Neville, though. Miss him in WWE. Another Cena. This is the red Cena. I already have one on here. This is an elite, though. The other one I showed you wasn't an elite. And I'll just, for comparison, I'll show you the other one, but you see the difference there. Elite, dark jorts, not elite. And then the light jorts, light blue jorts. Move into our next one. It's another CM Punk. Oh, this one's clean. Look at that. That's the red. I always loved when he rocked red, white, and black. I thought that those were his best colors. This is also like that era. Was this his Money in the Bank attire when Paul Heyman turned on him? 2013, I think, right? I'm pretty sure. That's awesome. This probably goes for something. This is a great CM Punk. Plus, it's an elite. Another CM Punk. The Chicago attire. This isn't. I wish I had the actual Chicago attire from 2011 that he wore versus John Cena at Money in the Bank. I don't. I know my friend used to have it. I used to be jealous of that. I have this one with the black boots. Still pretty cool, but I do it. That's one I wish I had, but it's okay. We lived. All right. Here's our third and, I believe, final Brock Lesnar. This is what I was talking about. Oh, wow. Okay. The OG, like, Trunks Brock Lesnar from back in the day. Before he went off to the UFC. Pretty cool figure. Well, I'm seeing the, oh, Oh, wow. I'm seeing a couple. Oh, wow, I'm seeing 3. We got 3 Big Shows. I don't know, they were all just right with each other. This is black. You can hear his head clacking. Big Show, this head is coming off. I don't know what to tell you. Black Big Show. His butt cheeks are kind of showing. Then you have the camo Big Show. I'll try to fix them up a little bit. They're all so messed up. Camo Big Show. And then you have blue camo Big Show. He had some interesting attires. Like, I don't know, what was he going with, like, the blue camo? I thought it was cool, but, like, I don't know. Moving on. There we go. I was kind of waiting until we got to another Randy Orton, and we finally got in there. These got the blue on. I love, like, when Randy rocked the blue, not the blue trunks, the black trunks with the blue lettering. Those are my favorite. I liked also the red as well, but super clean figure. I don't know why I have 2 of these. This is the same figure. It's a different face. Why on earth do I have 2 of these? I have no idea. Maybe one of them isn't mine. Maybe one of these are my friends that they left here, but I don't know. That was probably over 10 years ago, so they're not getting it back. Oh, this is a good one. RVD, when he returned at Money in the Bank for that All-Star ladder match, his ponytail is off of his head. Don't know how that happened. I promise you I didn't cut his ponytail off. It must have just fell off in a match. I don't know. Super cool figure, though. I think this is from when he returned and was in the Money in the Bank ladder match. That Money in the Bank ladder match was awesome. But definitely a cool figure. Moving on. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus. Sheamus. Wow. This is like one of those weird ones. And he doesn't have an arm. I don't know what all this tape is on his arm. I don't remember when he rocked this attire. The blue. Is that... It's blue and orange, I think? I was going to say blue and red. I think it might be blue and orange. I don't know. Cool figure, though. Sucks he lost his arm. Okay. There. Oh, wow. Xavier Woods with the crazy hair. The black and gold. I showed you guys the black and gold Kofi and Big E. Here's Xavier. Like I said, an elite. Super cool colors. I love that colorway. Here's another Big E. We got the light blue and pink. I showed you the one of Kofi Kingston that I had. Wow, we're staying on the path of New Day members. Here's Xavier Woods, actually with the vest on. That's cool. I feel like I haven't shown you guys many that have like removable clothes on here. Maybe they're at the bottom. I don't know, but pretty cool. I know one of them came with a trombone too. I don't know if that's in here or not. I have like a separate thing with like the chairs and tables and stuff like that. That's probably where that is. Oh yeah. John Morrison with the... Is that gold or like dark greenish? I don't know. Pretty cool figure. Actually, probably one of my first figures, if I'm being honest with you. John Morrison, that was like 10, 11-ish. So, here's a Dean Ambrose. Here's our first non-Shield Ambrose. Got the no shirt on with the jeans. He really did... He didn't care too much about his attire. He just rocked jeans. Another CM... Oh, yeah, here he is. This is a CM Punk. With the trunks, the gear that he wore against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. See, the thing that's weird about this is he looks like he has, like, blonde hair. They kind of messed up his hair in this one. But either way, super cool figure. And it's an elite. I loved the colorway he rocked. So, that's okay. Wow. I have a lot of banged up wrestlers. Here's a Randy Orton. He's got the... I believe that's red. Yeah, it's the red one. Also has tape because he lost his arm. Him and Sheamus, I don't know. They must have been like eaten by sharks or something. But all right, we have an Edge. Pretty cool. He still has his arms. This is one of the ones that like snaps back. It's one of the ones that you can't really move. That's what sucks about these. Is like if you wanted to use them when you were playing, like you couldn't really you can't move them really too much. But that is my only Edge, so it's pretty cool. I was wondering when we were getting to Mark Henry. Here we go. I have more than one, I think. This was the black and gray. This is the Hall of Pain Mark Henry for you guys. Another Daniel Bryan as well. He's got like this short hair with the beard in this one. Like this similar attire to what he was wearing on the other one I showed you. This actually says no. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but it says no. So that was his no era, not his yes era. There you go. We have The Miz with the black and gray. His hair is very decolored, but that's okay. This was probably 2013 Miz, 2012 Miz, I don't know. Maybe before that. I don't know if I have any more Miz's. I think I might have one, but there's another Mark Henry. I should have just showed you them together. This one's just black and yellow. Pretty cool colorway. Oh yeah. How about a Christian for you guys? Pretty solid stuff right there. Not sure what this was from. I don't know, but he's another one that is the one that does. I don't know what they were doing with these. Why? All right, next one we got is another Daniel Bryan. This was also short hair Daniel Bryan. This was like, probably like 2010, 2011 DB. That's a dark maroon on in this one. A little different. It's similar to the other one I have that's an Elite, but a little different. Oh, wow. I was wondering when we were going to get to these. Hornswoggle and El Torito. Shout out to the WeLC match. What a classic that was. Extreme Rules, I forget what year, but absolute banger. They delivered. This is pretty cool, though. I loved Hornswoggle. I was a big Hornswoggle guy. This was like OG. No, this wasn't OG Swoggle. OG Swoggle, he had like the hat on and stuff. Still pretty cool. El Torito, RIP. He was the GOAT. I think, no, I have to have the Los Matadores in here because I'm pretty sure he came with them. Okay. Let's get them both. Why not? This is Naomi. Oh my God, Naomi and Cameron. What was their name called? Like, did they have like a tag team name? I don't know. They didn't really wrestle in this era. They were just dancers for Brodus Clay. I know that. I don't know if they had a tag team name. They probably did, but pretty cool. Another Cena. This one's interesting. He's got the one black one, one green one. And his fist is white. I don't know why. I don't think I did that. Comment down below if you guys understand what, or like when this is from. Is this from something? Like a PLE? Like, I don't know. But, okay. Take it off. There we go. There's one half of them. I knew I had the Los Matadores. This is a cool tag team. I'm pretty sure this was Epico and Primo. At least a lot of people said it was. Back in the day, I thought they were a cool tag team. Their introduction was cool. And El Torito was the cool part. But, oh, wow. R.I.P. Rey Mysterio. Jeez. I don't know how he lost both of his legs. That sucks, too, because the black and yellow was one of my favorite attires from him. Now he has no legs. There you go. Haven't seen any Romans, have we? Other than the Shield one. This is Roman Empire on the front. This is one of the shirts you cannot take off, though. Still a pretty cool figure. I don't know why he's cheesing like that, though. Oh, here's my other Miz. The purple Miz. Look at, like, why did they make figures like this? First of all, he doesn't have a hand. All of these ones like this must stink because they're all, like, broken. Like Sheamus, Randy Orton. Like, what is this? Why is it doing that? And he has a speaker on the back. I have no idea that he used to talk. I don't even remember that. But, okay. Oh, what a pull. Tyson Kidd with the Tag Team Championships on the trunks. That's cool. Yeah, I think it's just funny that I have a Tyson Kidd action figure, but I'm not surprised because I showed you guys, like, Justin Gabriel and Mason Ryan. I just have random guys like this. So, it's cool. Oh, I didn't know I had a Kalisto with, that's like a cool, like, cream white with, like, blue. That's a cool colorway. I like that. I actually didn't know I had a Kalisto in here. Kalisto was cool. I liked Kalisto. Kalisto is underrated, in my opinion. Then they just had him get like destroyed by Rusev. Okay, we just have a ref. This actually isn't mine. This was my friend's from back in the day. I think he just left it here, and he never got it back. Pretty cool, though, a ref. I never personally had a ref. But... Another Dean Ambrose. Oh, this was the best Dean Ambrose. This is an elite Dean, and he's got the black shirt that he used to rock, the tank, or whatever, and then the blue jeans, the messy hair. Yeah, this is OG Dean. Red Ryback. Okay, I showed you one Ryback. I think there might be no. There's definitely another one in here. I have 3 Rybacks. The other one was the first one that I bought, but pretty cool. I like the red. Here's a white and blue Sin Cara. This is the 3rd Sin Cara that I've showed you guys. Pretty cool. Not a bad colorway. Promise we're getting towards the bottom. This is actually going to be a 2-hour video. Xavier Woods with the red, lime green, and yellow. I actually think that this was a solo because I don't think that I showed you guys a Kofi or Big E that had this colorway. I could be wrong, but I think he might have just came by himself, unless they're in here, but... Oh, here's the other half of the Los Matadors. There he is, Bray Wyatt. I was wondering when we're getting to Bray. This is an elite Bray. He came with like the rocking chair and like the hat, and the little jacket he used to wear or whatever. The flannel, I don't know. The Hawaiian shirt, whatever the hell you want to call it. Pretty cool Bray though. R.I.P. There's the Celtic Warrior again. He's got the orange and silver. That's a pretty cool colorway. I like that. I like that. Zack Ryder, baby. Second Zack Ryder. I told you I had a purple one as well. This was like OG Zack from back in the day. Borowski. Oh, I forgot about this Ray. The blue and red was cool. I think this is when he came back at the Royal Rumble. No, I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. This is cool though. I like that. Here we go. Dolph Ziggler with the pink. Fire Dolph. This is the first Dolph. Wow, he's got like poop in his hair. What the hell happened there? I don't know. It's looking like a little Seth Rollins now. Not a bad Dolph. Santino as well. Forgot I had a Santino. I loved Santino. Oh my goodness. I don't know. He's just balding. What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, he's cooked. Guys, the next one we have is OG R-Truth. This was when he was full-on bad guy. 2011, when him and Miz got kicked out of WWE. And they were feuding with John Cena and The Rock for Survivor Series. That's the OG Truth out there. It's got a little bit of purple on it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but pretty solid figure. Oh, yeah. OG Big E. This was before the New Day. He's just got, I believe it's brown or maroon. The more I look at it, I think maroon. Yeah. Solid figure. That was when he was known as Big E Langston and not just Big E. So, pretty cool figure. Here we go. Evan Bourne. This is one of those shitty ones that, I mean, he doesn't have a fucking hand either. Oh man, the amount of broken wrestlers, and his one arm is just hanging on by a thread. It's swinging. Cool figure though. Love Evan Bourne. Shout out Evan Bourne. Another John Cena. This is kind of like the Miz one that I showed you guys. I don't know why, like, his hand is right here and it, like, snaps back and forth. That's so weird. I also, like, you can see it's just, like, crappily made because, like, there's no design on the band. They're just blue. So, not one of my better John Cena's, but it's okay. Big Dog Rowan with the white spider logo, whatever you want to call it, in the middle. Pretty cool. I think this is the last Roman I have. I think I had 3 Roman Reigns, but definitely a cool figure. We are at the bottom. Oh, wow. What the fuck? Okay, Big E does not have a head in this. Yeah, by the looks of it, it looks like I tried to super glue this back in the day, but I guess we'll find out if his head's in this bin. But this is the Biggie Langston, similarly to the other one I just showed you guys, the maroon one. Same kind of design on the front. But yeah, I don't know where his head is or how it fell off. Here you go, another Rey Mysterio for you guys. The red and white, super cool colorway. Just a basic red and white. You can't go wrong with red and white like that, Rey. The Batman one's still my favorite. Oh wow, we gotta like get a tally of how many broken figures there are. We got a broken Layla. OG Layla. Layla was one of my favorites from the Divas division. Cool figure, but she has no legs, so yeah. There it is. Noah had another Del Rio. This is like early like 2011 Del Rio with the yellow, the white. This is like when he won the Royal Rumble. Pretty messed up. I don't know how dude's hair is just like gone. If you guys see that. This is also one of the crappier ones that doesn't move. I hate those type of ones so much. There you go. Another Randy Orton. Not sure how many Randys I've shown, but this one has the green on the back. That's a good touch. Once again, it's kind of, the paint's coming off the butt. So, but this is a cool Randy though. Definitely like his, or like the colorways that I have. Like the blue, the red, the gray, and the green. I feel like they're all solid. Okay. Yeah. More. Oh, wow. I already showed you guys this one. I guess I have two. Same exact one. Why do I don't know why I have two of the same exact one. I'm thinking maybe the only way that like I would have two of the same one is if I bought one that was like a solo pack and then he was involved in like a pack of like 2 to 3 and then I just wanted the other guys in the pack. I don't know. That's probably what happened, but all right. It is like crunch time. We're almost done. Oh, wow. This is an old Dolph Ziggler. Like the design. I don't know what year this was from. Probably 2010 maybe? I don't know. This is early Dolph Ziggler. I know that for sure, but cool figure. Not bad. There you go. There's my last Ryback. So I did have 3 Rybacks. This was the first one that I got. I remember being so excited to get this one. The green I thought was really cool. This was like when Ryback just like debuted for the WWE as Ryback. I just couldn't wait to get his figure when it came out, and this was the one I got. Pretty cool though. All right. These guys. A couple more in here. You got JTG. Solid figure, JTG. I don't remember buying JTG, but it's cool. Couple guys right here. Is this Shelton Benjamin? I think this is Shelton Benjamin. Yeah. Well, I don't know why he has like gray hair, but pretty cool figures. Oh, there we go. There is Kelly Kelly. I think that's the last female wrestler that I have in here. So I think I had Kelly Kelly, the Cameron and Naomi, which must have came with Bridget Clay. A couple AJ Lees and Layla. I think that's the ones I have. This is like the basic blue. Pretty cool. Another John Cena. Another red and John Cena. That is 3. We have 3 of these. This one, the light blue shorts. This one, okay, so these ones are very similar. This one's just an elite. But other than that, they are like the same exact thing. Yeah, pretty much. I think that might be it. The rest of these are not wrestlers. Wow. Oh, I think that's it. Making sure. Nope. We have one more. I think we have one last one. Yeah, the rest of those aren't wrestlers. We have one more Dolph Ziggler, so Dolph Ziggler's going to close the deal. I think this one came with the Money in the Bank ladder set. I don't know if that's right. I know I have the OG, like the blue Money in the Bank briefcase that he won. I think this is the figure that came with it. It could have been the pink one. I'm not too sure. But definitely a cool Dolph Ziggler. We do have 3 Dolph Zigglers. Alright, this isn't technically a figure, but I feel like I had to show this. We do have the Booty-O's. I remember being so set on getting myself this box of Booty-O's, whether there was actual Booty-O's inside. I never actually had the cereal. I don't even know, like, did they sell the cereal? I actually have no clue. I just wanted the box because I thought the box was cool. But in the box, we just have a bunch of, like, the breakable tables. Yeah, no Slim Jim logos on these, by the way. Like ladders, more tables, chair. This is the WCW. This is not mine. I think this is my brother's, but still cool. Ton of ladders and stuff. Wow. I don't know where that went. Okay. There's like a pretty basic chair. There's the surfboard I was talking about that I said came with the Usos. Right here. I don't know why, but this was in the pack. Wow. That is not going on. I don't know how to do anything. But you get it. This is the surfboard that came with the Usos. Pretty cool. I think the rest of this stuff is pretty much what you'd expect. Like ladders. I don't know why there's a water fountain. I used to have like a backstage area, so I think that's some of the stuff in here. Here's part of like an announce table. So that stuff's pretty cool. This is actually funny. This is a part of a screen. Like I don't think I have the full set, but I used to have the stage where you could click this and there was another part of it that was like the Tron. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I don't think I have that, but I do have the Wyatt chair. Thought that was cool, but more stuff over here. Raw general manager, that's cool. A little door, that's the stage. I don't think I have the entire set of everything. Like this is broken. This was like the stage, right? Like the curtain you would walk through to go to the backstage. You used to have a lot of cool stuff. Like this has more like ladders and stuff in it. This was like the hook for the Money in the Bank. I don't think I have the Money in the Bank, like the entire set anymore. Or at least it would take me a while to find. I also had the Hell in a Cell back in the day, and I had a bunch of rings. I used to break the rings like crazy though, so they're not around. But all right, so I told you guys I wanted to see how many Cenas and Punks I ended up having, who I had more of, and the final tally is 7 CM Punks and 10 John Cenas. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment down below what future videos you guys want to see from me. Alright guys, peace.